In your 20s, do everything. Doon mo malalaman what's for you eh. Are you taking hostings parang racket lang? If you're treating it as a racket, it will forever be a racket. You need also that outside perspective sometimes. Time is fleeting. Enjoy the time you have. Everybody is dealing with something. Imagine your character kung hindi ka dumaan ng problema. Just be kind to everyone. You can't life without life.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. That was a lot. And thank you for showing the bravery as well and sharing it to people. I'm curious though talaga sa ang ganda ang concept na parang you can't take in. But I think when you're in your 20s, the advice that you're gonna get is say yes. Be a yes man. Like, wag kang choosy because you're trying to build yourself up. When does that end? And can you share a little bit about your experience and maybe more about were you also a yes man before? And
of course,
then,
yeah.
Paano mo nasabi na okay, it is time or I am ready to like say no already, no na sa mga projects. Kasi parang nakaka-FOMO din na parang talaga I'm gonna say no to things not just only bring me money.
Correct.
I'm so happy doing this.
Right.
But if it's for growth, I have to say no.
I agree with you. In your 20s, do everything. Kasi doon mo malalaman what's for you eh. If you don't try it, you don't do it, you probably would not know. When do you start saying no? There will come a point where you have to evaluate yourself. What is the plan? What is the goal? And how do we get there? Gusto mo ba racket ka lang ng racket? Is this just a racket for you? Like every gig is a racket? Tapos gusto mo ba anong klaseng events gusto mo i-host? There has to be even if it's a talent type of job, there has to be a business plan. There has to be a business plan. For me, I take my job seriously. I take my business seriously. And I have a plan for it. So if that plan or what you're doing or an inquiry for that matter does not serve the plan anymore, whether it's a budget issue, whether it's a product that, na hindi aligned sa'yo, then you just have to say no.
So, wow. Parang kahit entrepreneur ka or kahit, freelancer ka na raketero ka or raketera, dapat may business plan ka. That's what you're saying.
If you are your own business, you should create your own business plan for yourself.
Naisip na ganyan.
Oh, yeah. Actually, my wife helped me with that.
Okay.
Sabi niya, okay, ito ba talaga gusto mo gawin? Or are you taking hostings parang racket lang? Sabi ko, hindi. I'm a host and this is what I love to do. Okay. So, let's create the structure for it. Diba? Kailangan maayos lahat. Hindi pwedeng, if you're treating it as a racket, it will forever be a racket. If you treat it as a business, then you have to start hiring staff. With growth comes these things eh. Kailangan, hindi siya pagiging diva. It's creating the system so you can do your job well. Like, I never believed in having a secretary and assistant before. Kasi hindi ko naman kailangan yan eh. Ako lang gagawa ng kontra ko. Diba, revise na lang lahat. Palitan ng name mo, pak. Then it started, problems started happening, of course, na, maling contract na bigay dito.
Yeah.
Minsan, tawag dito, hindi mo na-calendar yung meeting. And these things will eventually affect your job. So, with the growth comes also hiring people. If you need a driver, you can preserve your energy. I remember I used to host in Baguio at night and I'd be in Tagaytay the next day. Ako pa nagda-drive. Tapos ako mag-host. Dinaanan ko lahat yan. So, that's where I'm saying you have to, pull out of the situation.
Yeah.
Okay, efficient pa ba yung ginagawa mo? So, in effect, mag-host ka sa Tagaytay, galing kang Baguio, ikaw nagmaneho, gaano karaming energy mo ibigay mo dyan sa Tagaytay event na yan? Like I said, it's not about being a diva, pero you want to be 100% in Baguio, gusto mo 100% ka rin dito, ikaw pa nagmaneho. How can you possibly do that?
Yeah.
Tao lang tayo. So, growth will come with gastos. But you have to create the system for your business to be the best at what you do.
I also think that there will come a point wherein money is not the top priority. Kasi parang ako growing up as a freelancer, raketero myself, like all the projects, yes. But I was just doing it all on my own. Same stuff. Na parang driving, preparing my meals, ako rin nag-laundry and all. And parang syempre at that time, I was just gaining for like security na parang, no, I just need money para lang may pambayad ako. But then pag dumating sa point na, okay, meron na akong pambayad, now I want to take back my time.
Boom.
Hindi na pwedeng ako. Ngayon, I'm more comfortable like here in Co-Create as well. We have an amazing team that produces a lot of amazing videos for entrepreneurs, CEOs. And I got myself out of the equation na parang they do it for... There was one time, kinausap ko si Yanni, yung girlfriend ko. Sabi ko, parang na-anxiety ako na wala akong ginagawa. Sabi
Ganyan
niya,
ako. Ganyan ako. Parang may mali pag wala kang ginagawa.
Parang may mali. Sabi niya sa akin, hoy, ang pasweldo mo ay XXX amount. Dapat lang wala kang ginagawa. It's parang ako, oo nga. Because I could have
Ganda
that
ng
money.
perspective na yun.
I could have that money for myself.
Correct.
Right? Kesa pasweldo ko, akin na lang yan.
Exactly. Yun yung mentality. Ba't ako bayad? Kaya ko naman mag-drive eh. Kaya ko naman gawa ng kontrata. Edit lang naman yan eh. Ba't pa ako mag-hire ng sekretary? Anin ko yan. Sayang bayad.
Yeah.
And then you need also that outside perspective sometimes to look at it in that scale. Na, okay, you are your own business and you need people to run things for you and that's why you're paying them. So you can have your time.
Yeah.
And that is, yun nga eh. I remember before, people would say, ang dami mong pera, wala ka naman time ma-enjoy yung pera mo.
Yeah.
So, and time is fleeting. So, I really like what you did there.
Yeah.
And you should, by all means, enjoy the time you have.
It's so crazy na talagang I find myself mornings open na parang nothing scheduled. Which is, for me, it's the first time I've been working my ass off since like 7 years na. Ganon. Like,
So it doesn't feel right, di ba? Bakit wala akong ginagawa?
Kaya nga, then nung sinabi sa akin yun, it's parang, okay, I can actually sip my coffee for the first time. Like, actually sip
it. You're not running around with it.
But yeah, but at the same time, I also found a new purpose in it. Na parang, since I can do 100% of my time in yung job ko talaga, which is, for example, for me, I just love strategies. I love thinking about stuff, data and learning about those things. Now I can do more of it. I can master my craft better without thinking about the other things because I have an amazing support staff or support team that helps me with it. So
exactly also what I was trying to point out kanina na yun nga eh, we're afraid to grow kasi may kasamang pains yung growth eh. May kasamang gastos yan eh. But if you want to have that focus like what you just mentioned, you have to do it.
Yeah.
And that's how you will be able to zero in on something new, diba? Or focus on what you're building your craft even more or getting better at it. Hindi pwedeng forever one-man team ka. You are either gonna burn out or things will start to happen. You have to create the dream team.
Yeah.
Whatever business it is, whatever career it is, you have to have your dream team.
I'm curious, how long have you been married?
3 years. Bawal mo kamali.
Pakat yung ano doon yung
3 years.
3 years. Yeah. How? I'm so curious about your dynamic. Kasi nakita ko yung Instagram din ninyo. Taking a jab at the flood control projects, but also, I just find your chemistry with your partner like so nice to see.
Thanks.
But I'm curious, on a growth perspective, how are you guys holding or pushing each other and holding each other accountable?
I think what's nice about me and my wife is that we have our strengths that we both know and we have our weaknesses, and we acknowledge and recognize that. So if I need help with something na alam kong hindi ko kaya or I need her advice, she would be there to give sound advice.
What are the examples ng mga strengths and weaknesses?
Like I said, organizing things, she is very good at that. Even looking at my career, how she brought it to where it is today. Like I really have to, give it up to my wife because sa akin, I wouldn't be here today or at this level without her. Like she really put a whole structure into what I was doing when I was doing everything by myself. And same like what you mentioned, now I have time to enjoy my mornings. I never thought that would happen. But thanks to her. Kasi hindi ko nga strength yun eh. Sa akin, basta gawa. So she helped me with that. And I think for me, my strength would be also more of logical thinking. So when there needs to be also something that, that has to be handled, ako yun. She's also very good with people management. Hindi ako magaling doon. Hindi ako magaling doon. Kasi with people management or managing people, you're not just managing a person, you're managing their ugali, their attitude,
their beliefs, their past. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's hard for me, I guess, kasi people always expect you to be happy, to be good, hindi ka pwedeng mag-no, ganyan. So siya yung magaling dyan.
Yeah.
Managing things.
Yeah. So you kind of balance each other out.
Yeah,
as
I think that's very important, and that brought us to where we are today.
Love that. Thank you so much. Okay. I still have another quote from you. I'm so enjoying this conversation. Feeling ko kahit hanggang mamaya pwede tayo magkwentuhan.
Oh, baka bang 2 hours episode to.
Okay, here's the one that you wrote on April 24. We all fight different struggles, but I pray that all of us make it through. Keep waking up, keep trusting, keep pushing. You got this. That
I believe was brought about by a night of inuman with my friends. Pag nag-inuman, minsan nagkakalabasan ng problema. And you realize everybody's just dealing with their own shit. Lahat tayo, even the richest people, you think about, shit, gusto ko maging ganyan, gusto ko ganyan karami pera ko, pero doesn't mean they have their life together.
Yeah.
Also, even they are dealing with problems. Everybody is dealing with something. Meron lang mga taong magaling mag-mask. Kaya akala mo wala.
Yeah.
And for me, it's more of having that mindset na lahat ng pinagdadaanan. Just be kind to everyone.
Yeah.
Napaka-importante niyan. Kasi hindi mo alam ang pinagdadaanan nung tao. They could be smiling, pero they might be going through something. And if it's happening to you, you're going through something, lilipas din yan. Now, I'm gonna go back to what we talked about kanina. These things are there to make you stronger and better. Imagine your character kung hindi ka dumaan ng problema. Diba? Sino ka ngayon? So would you be the Alec that you are today if you did not go through all the struggles or breakups, whatever that you had to go through to bring you to where you are? And then your standards in life would start getting higher. Kasi okay, nagawa ko to. Diba? Nalampasan ko to.
Yeah.
So ngayon, alam ko na yung kakayanan ko. I can do more. I can even be a better person.
Yes.
Kasi alam ko pag may struggles, alam ko na paano i-navigate.
Yeah. I think, especially for the young kids na lagi kong rin kausap dito, like sa team namin, sometimes we, of course, ako as a boss, I am privileged enough to have really great mentors and bosses, if I could say, na parang I wanna make sure that I pass on the culture to them.
Right.
Pero isa sa kinakatakot ko is parang ayoko na hindi nila ma-experience yung struggles.
Kailangan yun eh.
So parang ako, when I see na naaalog sila or nape-pressure sila, so parang ako, like, yes, maganda yan. Promise ko sa inyo, we have to go through this. So parang sila nakangiti pa ako, parang ano. Pero but it's in those moments na shape talaga yung values and yung character natin. So yeah, I agree with that as well.
I mean, it's also, these things that happen in life will really, sabi nga, you can't life without life. Man, the real life is we live with our parents till we get out of college. Swerte nga tayo sa Pilipinas, di ba? Sa ibang countries, pag 18 ka, bahala ka na sa buhay mo. Dito, pinapaaral pa tayo hanggang college. But nothing will teach you more about life than living it. When you start paying your bills, when you start, paano ba to? Paano yung sasira yung aircon? Kailangan mo na bayaran. Tapos ma-manage mo yung oras mo kasi kailangan pumasok pero yung gagawa ng aircon, kailangan din pumunta. Mga bagay na ganun, then life happens. You deal with so much shit every day that, you know, you'd be able to navigate and alam mo na yung kailangan mo i-prioritize ng mga bagay. Alam mo yung mga pwede mo nang okay lang, hindi urgent to. Pero lumahin natin to. That's a tomorrow problem. It's not a today problem.
And you also realize na hindi nauubos yung problema.
Hindi talaga. Kasi mahilig tayo maghanap ng problema eh. Minsan nga yung utak ko, parang it's like that mentality na mo. Wala ka nang ginagawa. Iniisip mo, pati yung problema eh, di ba? Shit, wala akong ginagawa. Problema rin to. Hindi na nga problema yun eh, di ba? Pati wala kang ginagawa. May stuff ka na. Problema pa rin. Mahilig tayo maghanap ng problema. The irony of, you know, being humans.
There's one thing that I'm really curious about, something that you mentioned lang din, na like, nag-inuman kayo and then you realize na people wear different masks. For you, was there a mask that dumating yung araw na parang, oh my gosh, this is a mask that I can finally not wear? Or parang I can unmask myself from it?
Oh. I think as you mature, hopefully that happens to you because you cannot, nakakapagod playing or, you know, being a character. It'll come to a point na it'll catch up to you eh. Ayaw mo na maging people pleaser.
Yeah.
And the happiest people you see are the most authentic ones. Kasi wala silang ganun. I'm so sure that also happened to me kasi honestly before I was such a people pleaser. Kailangan masaya lahat, kailangan alam mo yun, enjoy lahat. Pero one thing that analogy I always use is ikaw tagakinig ng problema, make them happy. Is para kang sponge. Pero kahit yung sponge napupuno, at one point wala ka na rin ma-absorb. Tapos you're gonna start spilling, you know, water and you're gonna be the one breaking down kasi hindi mo na kaya i-hold lahat. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point. Be authentic with yourself. Alam mo naman sarili mo eh. Nag-enjoy ka ba talaga sa ginagawa mo? Or enjoy ka lang? Diba? Kung enjoy lang, okay lang, you can do it for a while but it's gonna catch up to you. At one point, it's not gonna make you happy anymore.
Yeah.
Not like being, you know, authentic. Then, alam mo at least, I'm not out there to please anyone but myself.
Yeah. And it also comes with parang the moment you parang stop people pleasing, the moment na parang mas gumagaan ka din. But I'm curious about you kasi ikaw, you're in the entertainment world. So parang there's a certain expectation na mas magiging magaan pag kausap kita. Ano yung mga practical ways? Kasi for sure, marami ding mga nanonood na sila din yung ganyan sa friend group nila. They're a really good listener. They give great advices. How do you make sure na hindi ka mapuno? What are some practical tips that you can give to people?
It's very important to be real with your friends. No? If there are days that parang feeling mo, guys, sorry, medyo I'll join you guys pero medyo hindi lang, I'm not feeling 100% today. You should be able to tell them that. Na, teka, ayoko muna makinig ng, wag muna pag-usapan yung problema. You can say that to your friends, to your wife, to your partner. Para hindi ka mapuno. The mere fact you're not comfortable with the situation is already alarming. That means there's something wrong with it. Could be na, yun nga, you're not being true to yourself or napipilitan ka lang. So, it's really, knowing yourself din eh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that you will realize about yourself as you go along, as you go through life na, ito pala gusto ko, ito hindi. Sometimes, kala mo lang gusto mo siya. Kapag nandiyan na, hindi pala ito yung gusto ko.
Yeah. Yeah. Kaya rin you gotta expose yourself to a lot of situations.
Yeah.
Parang, I think people, especially young people, they need to understand na you gotta be more compassionate. Like, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes. You're gonna expose yourself to wrong circles, But it's you exposing yourself to those circles na masasabi mo lang na, ay, ayoko pala nito.
Correct.
Parang ang sinasabi ko palagi, I think, pangalawang podcast ko na rin nasasabihin to na, as you mature, you get a lot of data. Na parang, eto ayoko.
Correct.
Eto gusto ko. And pag okay ka na, darating sa point na, I'm just gonna focus on kung ano yung gusto ko. And be very, very parang responsible and strict around ano yung mga bagay na ayoko.
It's like dating or being in a relationship. You break up with someone and then you realize why it did not work out, whether it's your fault or the other person's fault. And then you kind of set things that you kind of realize things na hindi mo pala kaya, na you can't tolerate, you can't stand. So in your next relationship, hopefully you would also be a better partner. And you realize ano yung gusto mo, ano yung ayaw mo. And then you break up again. Diba? You put so much emotional investment into it and then you break up again. Sabi ko na dapat with every breakup, there should be lessons learned before you get into the next relationship. Hindi pwede yung parang relationship pala ng relationship. Kailangan understand what happened, how you could be better, what are the things you can stand, things you cannot stand anymore. And it's okay pag, like you said, parang etong data na to, hindi na siya useful sa akin. Could be useful before, pero ngayon ayoko na siya. Ganun naman talaga tayo. We change as, as life is lifing.
Yeah.
So, until you get to the point na, okay, these are the things I can tolerate. These are the things na hindi ko na ma-tolerate.
Yeah.
And you'd get to know yourself better. And it only happens through, by going through life.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Life will teach you a lot of things. And there's no shortcut to that eh. Kailangan pagdaanan talaga.
Alam mo, sobrang funny. Pag naalala ko yung mga growing up, pag yung mga matatanda, sinasabi nila na, wag trust me, or parang papunta ka pa lang, pabalik na ako. Parang ako, hindi mo ko naiintindihan. Like, iba na yung generation ko. But, honestly, with age comes the experience talaga na they have a better view or understanding. Or like, they have a lot of experiences under their belt na most of their advices talaga it's coming because na-experience
galing na sila doon. Totoo yun. Minsan nakakatawa. Pag sinasabi nila. Pero they've been here for a while so they have been there and they know how to navigate through that situation already.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Siguro, one last final thing that you wrote na talagang natuwa ako.
Hard-hitting ba to? Oh.
This one. It's a blessing to wake up even when you're tired. It's a blessing to eat well enough to be full. It's a blessing to be exhausted from a workout. It's a blessing to have family and friends who are there for you. Remember, there's always something to be grateful for.
Ito, random thoughts yan kasi we get so caught up with life and doing so many things and things we like, and social media has gotten to our heads now. We always want this, we want that. You buy a bag or a watch, after a while you want the next thing, no? Or they're gonna release a new watch and a new bag, so you want that too. It never ends. The cycle never ends. So much so that sometimes we forget to realize that we're already blessed with so much. Yung pinangarap mo nung bata ka, na-achieve mo na pala. Pero sobrang busy mo, you didn't have time to embrace that moment, embrace na, eto, pinapangarap ko lang to nung bata ko eh. Kasi bakit? Habol ka ng habol. So don't, there was that saying that went like, don't get so busy, with life that you tend to forget what you're blessed with. Sa sobrang busy mo, sa sobrang dami nangyayari, nakakalimutan mo may bahay ka. You're blessed with the house. Nakaka-gym ka.
Yeah.
Your health is okay. Kasi nga, hindi mo napapansin kasi okay ka naman eh. But even that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Na wala kang take ng maintenance meds and all that stuff. You get to work out. You have time for your family. Sometimes you really just have to sit down and count our blessings. Because we tend to forget to do that. But there's a tendency we get so caught up, nakakalimutan talaga natin.
Yeah. Ganda. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm going to be looking forward to more of your
Oy,
writings on your stories.
Thank you.
Keep putting them on your highlights. I love reading them.
Salamat.
But again, I enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Ako
much
rin,
for
solid.
blessing me and all of my viewers with all of these wisdom. Maybe can I just ask for one last piece of advice for everyone who's maybe going through their 20s, also getting into their 30s, or basically papunta na sa maturing phase. But na-experience nila yung burnout.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And they know that they have to be authentic. They know that they need to learn from all of these things. What's your one piece of advice for them?
Even burnout is part of the process. I went through that. And I think it's good also to what really helps me when you're encountered with stuff like that is writing things down. And then that's where you create your chart. Ano ba yung priority mo talaga? Maybe you're doing too much, pero hindi na siya priority. Gusto mo lang ang daming ginagawa. Comfortable ka lang naman dami mong ginagawa. No? Nothing will also beat time for yourself. Ba't ka na ma-burnout? Kasi sinasagad mo masyado. Hindi tayo robots. No? Hindi tayo makina. Sabi nga lang, kahit nga aircon, kailangan mo patayin eh. Hindi mo pwedeng pa-on yung aircon dire-diretso. Paano pa kaya tayong tao? There's also beauty in slowing down. It's hard if you're like you na parang fast-paced life, diba? Hindi ka sanay mag-slow down, but there's beauty in slowing down. All these things matter para hindi ka ma-burnout. No? Slow it down. Write everything you're doing. Write them down. Alin ba dito yung hindi na priority? Maybe you have to let something go. Maybe some things you're doing are not serving you anymore. You're just doing them kasi wala eh. Kung comfortable ka doing it. Yeah. Para you get a better picture of where you stand and your priorities and things that you want to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, make that chart. Sit down with yourself. People tend to sit down with themselves. Gusto natin like tayo may ginagawa. Pero we tend to forget ourselves. Now you have to sit down with yourself.
Yeah.
No?
Ito.
Analyze things, diba? If you can, I personally do that once a year. Everything. Kasi, is this still, what do I have to do? Ano gusto ko ma-achieve? Ma-achieve ko ba to? Eh, ang dami ko nang ginagawa. Paano ko pa gagawin to? You have to let go of some things. You have to make time for yourself. You have to rest. Dati, yung concept of rest, wala pa sa atin yan eh. Diba? Especially if you're a hustler. Diba? Gusto mo, lagi may ginagawa. Hindi, okay lang. Papahinga ako when I'll rest when I'm dead. But no, even rest is important. I realize that even taking breaks is important because you come back with a fresh mind, fresh perspectives.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything that you mentioned.
Salamat. Thanks
Thank
for
you
having
so
me.
much for blessing our audience as well. And maybe if people are interested in learning more about your services, do you have a website for it? Or maybe can you share where can they find you?
Instagram, it's _SamYG. Also on TikTok. You can shoot me a message on Facebook. I'm pretty much everywhere. It's not that, I reply to people.
Yeah, he does.
So I take time to do that as well. And yeah, I hope to see you at one of the events that I'm going to be hosting. So
Yes, and I will be linking all of his profiles down below so you can check him out, guys.
And thank you for having me also on the podcast. We hope to also have you on our podcast one of these days. Pero I enjoyed the conversations. It's refreshing also na we get to talk about these things. Kasi nga, minsan nakakalimutan natin yung mga bagay-bagay paano tayo nag-start and where we are now.
Yeah, and I do believe that every story, everything has a story behind it. And for you, like sobrang, I got to learn more about you on a deeper level. And at the same time, pick your brains. This is just my excuse to really pick out the wisdom from people's brain. And I'm so blessed and I'm so honored to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for saying yes to this. And yeah, as I said, I'm gonna be linking down below. Check out nyo. Please, pakinggan nyo rin yung podcast and look out for my guesting on their show as well. Abangan nyo rin yan. Marami. Sinelf-invite na, mag-guest ako sa kanila.
Oh, hindi. We'll set it up. Sigurado yan.
But again, thank you guys so much. And if you like this episode, please give it a like, click that subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, we're growing on YouTube. By the way, aayusin na po namin yung audio namin, lalakasan namin para sa mga nagko-comments this time. And at the same time, for everyone showing their love on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and on TikTok, sa mga nagki-clippers dyan, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you guys. And my name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with huge impact. And I'll see you guys next episode. Peace.